The title of this article is The Scientific Pride and Prejudice. It's by Michael Suk-Young Chu, and its date of publication was January 31st, 2014. Now, the overall point of this article is the idea that scientists and researchers keep producing all of these studies and citing their sources and documenting their research properly, but they're omitting certain pieces of data that aren't supporting their hypothesis. They're allowing bias into their work. The case in point that the study pointed out was 6 out of 53 landmark studies in cancer research last year were irrepeatable in their results. I find that to be really alarming, as these are published studies, and it even says it in the article that there's scientists out there who are using these findings and using them as a starting point. I believe it was Newton who said that if I was to see further into the future, it's because I stood upon the shoulders of giants. I understand that science is a building process, and that every time we discover something new, there's more that can be discovered about that, and more intricate, more details. But we need to keep going back and checking every piece of information that we acquire and retesting it. I don't know how many times I've seen a professor show and test the theory of gravity to make sure something doesn't fall up when let go. The further research on the topic can be done in any field. I think that you could even go to PsycInfo or otherwise just read studies and go through and highlight the ones that you believe can be questionable and test them yourself. Every time you test anything, you're checking the validity of the findings before you. How this article relates to the course, though, is I think in total, while it's not exactly as specific, the ideas of confirmation bias, inaccurate reporting, inaccurate research, and a few others that are escaping my mind. It's all about the method and science to present the information. That the scientific method has not changed, and I'm sure for these scientists who were later, I believe, discredited, their science was sound, but their research methods and the exact nature in which that they are conducting their experiments and reporting their experiments is an error, whether that be from confirmation bias or just errors in testing, too small sample sizes. The truth of the matter is that we really need to always double check what we have learned and what we have still to learn, that we can still check again. That is all for my summation of this article, and I really agree with it. So, thank you.